All right, can anybody hear me? Anybody hear me? Let me know you're in here. We lost a lot of things, so bear with us. We lost everything here at the courthouse. Trying to get some things back up going for you guys. So again, I apologize. We lost everything here at the courthouse. We are back. We're on backup power and internet right now. So making sure everything is working properly right now. Get everybody back in here again. We still have 2 tornado warnings ongoing right now. So again, we're kind of going at half internet right now, but we're going to continue on. Let's go back over to velocity check here real quick. Again, if Osceola, Larry City, right now, you guys need to be in your tornado safe spot right now. You still have a tornado warning. We still have we still have a tornado warning. We have strong circulation coming across 13 Highway in between Larry City and Osceola. We have a couple of strong areas of rotation in Bates County. Let me go back over to, and this is going to be crossing I-49. It looks to be just south of the city of Butler. Just south of the city of Butler. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning with tornado possible tag for all of Henry County. All of Henry County under a severe thunderstorm warning, tornado possible tag. We do have power lines reported down between Larry City and Appleton City right now. So again, you guys know the drill. Severe thunderstorm warning with tornado possible tag for all of Henry County. Go ahead, take your tornado precautions. You guys know the drill. Go ahead and be safe. And then we still have that area of rotation. Looks like south of Butler along I-49 near Rich Hill. This will be near Rich Hill, moving off to the east-northeast. We have the center of circulation crossing 13 Highway. It looks to stay just south of the city of Larry City itself. We do have rotation and lowering northwest of Rich Hill heading toward I-49. So we have a emergency manager of Rich Hill, rotation lowering northwest of Rich Hill heading toward I-49. So this is this center of rotation right here, guys. This is the center of rotation west side of Rich Hill. We still have strong area of rotation crossing 13 Highway right now, just on the south side of Larry City. This is going to be just to the north of Osceola. All of central and northeast St. Clair County under the gun for a tornado warning for the next 26 minutes. You could see hail up to hen egg size, 2-inch hail. That's almost lemon size. If you live up Fox Run, Brown Ford, along C Highway, Iconium, you guys need to still be in your tornado safe spot. Okay, so we've got, okay, they didn't extend it yet, but they 11-minute tornado warning is continuing. We still picking up strong signature of rotation over Rich Hill right now, over I-49. Not picking up much as far as debris or debris signature, which is pretty good news. And again, it's just a little notch. That's all it is. This is not your big supercell. This is just a notch coming through Rich Hill right now. So Appleton City, Rockville, Hudson, if you live along 52 Highway, basically in between 49 Highway and Appleton City, you guys need to be in your tornado safe spot as well. Looks like the circulation has crossed just south of Lowry City. It's crossed 13 Highway, heading up toward Browns Ford along C Highway. I think the Bears Den, Iconium, Fox Run, up there in far northeast St. Clair County, you guys need to be in your tornado safe spot. Alright, so 23 minutes left. They've updated tornado warning for St. Clair County. Looked like it's still radar indicated. Still strong circulation coming up the C Highway. We still have a good signature of rotation coming along B Highway. And this is going to be in between Rich Hill and Rockville. So still strong signature of some kind of rotation just east of Rich Hill. They did have spotters. Emergency management reported rotating wall cloud there just northwest of Rich Hill about 15 minutes ago. So still two very good indications that we may have a tornado in progress. Bates County, just to the east of Rich Hill, as well as St. Clair County, far northeast northeast St. Clair County. It just crossed 13 Highway, heading up towards C Highway. If you guys know where that area is, that's right around Browns Ford, in between Iconium and Lowry City. And it's going to be heading up toward Fox Run in far northeast St. Clair County. And we'll be watching this. If it continues the same path and intensity, this will be moving into Benton County. So those of you in Benton County need to be paying very close attention to this cell over the next 45 minutes. We have another little notch down here in Vernon County I'm keeping a very close eye on right now. I'm going to jump over here to the Springfield. So again, City of Nevada. Vernon County. We do have a pretty good rotation right here in that's coming up on the Nevada as well as I-49. I am not seeing anything right now. We do have out of Osceola, Sac Osage Fire Department reported rotation 1 mile of B and E junction. There have been a few treetops that have been snapped. This is in St. Clair County along B and E highway, right at B and E junction in St. Clair County. But again, we're seeing multiple rotations with these cells right now, guys. So again, down in Vernon County, you are not under a warning right now, but you need to be paying very close attention to this cell that is moving close to Nevada, north side of Nevada, across I-49. I'm picking up some definitely a little bit of rotation down there. And again, this what happened in St. Clair County has me a little jittery right now. But I'm thinking everything's a rotation right now after what we went through with St. Clair County. But again, I'm picking up some rotation down in Vernon County. Going to be coming awfully close to Nevada right now. So we will continue to monitor this. I have Mark, he is over here next to me. He's contacting the National Weather Service, and again, we're going to try to get some answers out of them. Appleton City along 52 highway from let's see here, that's going to be from N highway that runs into 52 to Hudson. You guys need to be in your tornado safe spot. Pleasant Gap, Appleton City, Spruce, and then into Henry County, Montrose, Germantown, Johnstown. You guys need to go ahead and take your tornado safe spot. If this continues, which it looks like it's not weakening right now, we will likely see additional tornado warnings extend into Henry and St. Clair counties again. We still have strong circulation coming across C Highway, St. Clair County. This is going to be just to the northwest of Iconium, heading up toward Fox Run on ZZ Highway. We know that area very, very well from May 25th of last year. So, again, they are going to go ahead and put a new tornado warning for Benton County. New tornado warning, Benton County. This is for this cell right here in St. Clair County. This is going to include Warsaw, White Branch, Wisdom, Bentonville, Gabriel Mills, Fox Run. Actually, if you're down on Z Highway, we know this area very, very well. Finey, all the way to Opportunity Farms, Teal Bend, Racket. Go ahead and go to your tornado safe spot right now. Max Camp. This is an extension of the tornado warning based upon this one here in St. Clair County that continues to strengthen. Let's jump back over here to this cell over here in, let me jump back over to radar. The one in Vernon County right now is still showing some rotation down in Vernon County. This has passed. This is to the northeast of Nevada right now. It's heading up towards Shell City. Now you are not underneath a warning right now, but again, we're trying to be ahead of the curve tonight. So seeing a little bit of a notch on radar. We're just being on the safe side here. And again, this is going up Shell City, Harwood, Rockville. The center of circulation in Benton County. It's not as prevalent as what it was just a couple scans ago. Still picking up a little bit of rotation just to the southwest of Appleton City right now. So nonetheless, let's go ahead and stay in our tornado safe spots for the next, let's see here, just expired just now. Let's see what they do with this tornado warning. It had just now expired for Bates County. Let's see what the National Weather Service is going to do on this. In the meantime, we still have a very strong indication that we have circulation that's going to be moving into Benton County. Look like it's going to be taking kind of a dead aim along ZZ Highway between Fox Run and Iconium right now is where the center of that circulation is heading. They are watching the tornado warning coming out of Bates County. Doesn't look quite as impressive as the one in St. Clair County that should have been warned about 20 minutes prior to it being warned. But we won't get into that right now. So, Henry County, we're still under severe thunderstorm warning with tornado possible tag for the next 30 minutes. Windsor, Warrensburg, Lamont, Sedalia, Holden, you guys aren't under any kind of warning right now. If you're in Cass County, severe threats over for you for tonight. So, we're really concentrating right down here, Bates, Henry, St. Clair, Benton, and Vernon counties right now. We're looking at the little bitty notches along the leading edge. That's where we find those little spin ups. There are some right down over Walker right now and Harwood. Those are where the notches are, and we have little areas of rotation. You guys aren't even under a warning right now, but again, you need to be weather aware, paying close attention to this. So they did drop the tornado warning for Bates County. We still need to be paying very close attention to this cell. And again, we're looking at any of these little notches for any circulations. Right now, they've canceled the tornado warning for Bates County. We're still under a severe thunderstorm warning, tornado possible tag for Henry County for the next 28 minutes. So, if you're in Henry County, you'll be away from the windows. I treat it like a tornado warning. If there's a tornado possible, why not be safe than sorry? So the primary cell right now, and again, if you're in Pettis County, if you're in Johnson County, if you're in Cass County, there's no severe weather imminent right now. Right now we're concentrating on the two clusters of thunderstorms, in which the strongest one right now is moving into Benton County. Looks like this is going over ZZ Highway right now. I am going to switch radar to get a little bit better idea maybe. We have another, let me take a look here. We have another little rotation area near Appleton City. So again, you're under a severe thunderstorm warning. And again, There's a little bit of rotation there. We're keeping very close eye on this right now. All of these thunderstorms right now, guys, have that they have some rotation. We're talking a very strong cold front. We have wind changing in height as you go up in the atmosphere. All of these cells right now have a spin to them. Now what we're trying to do is isolate those ones that have more of a tight spin, and try to give you guys a little bit of a heads up on this. But right now, there's a couple small rotations near Harwood, Rockville, near Appleton City. It's moved just to the east of you now. But the strongest rotation right now that looks to be widening out just a little bit, broadening out, and that is moving into Benton County. But St. Clair County, Benton County, you guys are under a tornado warning. Benton County, you're under for the next 40 minutes for 1.5-inch hail and the possibility of a tornado associated with this rotation. St. Clair County right now, the main area of rotation has pretty much moved to your east. So Lowry City, Osceola, you guys are in the clear right now from this particular warning. And again, just east of Harwood, we have pretty good little rotation right now. Let me jump over to Springfield. Yeah, I'm seeing another rotation right now, guys. This is going to be just to the east of Harwood, south of Shell City, along Y Highway. This is going to be along Y Highway. This is going to be moving over into St. Clair County, just north of El Dorado Springs. This will likely stay south of Rockville. But again, I'm seeing very strong rotation signs on all of my software right now, just east of Harwood. We definitely want to keep an eye on this here in Henry County, near Montrose. Not hearing much from National Weather Service, but as this line moves into Henry County, we're watching this over just to the northeast of Montrose. And again, all of these storms are rotating. All of them. We're watching it very closely for any tightening. That's the reason why we watch for these little short-lived spin-up tornadoes along the leading edge of this line. This particular segment has had a history of producing tornado warnings. And of course, this is coming up almost the exact same path of what it did 2 nights ago. So, of course, everybody's kind of on edge here in Clinton. And again, we're keeping a very close eye on this area along 52 Highway in between 52 and 18, southwest of Clinton. We're watching this little area here, each scan, for any possible tightening. Now, this area down here near Harwood, and again, there's signs of very tight rotation down here along Y Highway. There is a severe thunderstorm warning right now. Tornado possible tag for the next 5-7 minutes. But again, we're seeing several rotations. This right here has really broadened out in Benton County, but we are still seeing signs that it is rotating. This is going to be right over Opportunity Farms, right at the intersection of 7 and Z Highway. Z Highway runs over to Snyder Corner. So on this next refresh, it doesn't look near as impressive right now. So that's great news in Benton County. We'll still keep an eye on that very closely. Go back over here to the Henry County cell. Jump back over to reflectivity here. And again, right along this this line here is where we're watching very closely as it's moving into Henry County. We still have another 21 minutes, severe thunderstorm warning, tornado possible tag on this cell coming across Henry County right now. So we are paying very close attention on that. Marshall, Higginsville, Johnson County, Cass County, really most of Bates County right now, you guys are behind the front. So the severe threat is really coming down for you right now. So severe thunderstorm warning, tornado possible tag still attached to it. Just been refreshed for the next 20 minutes. They're going to continue that as this line of storms come into Henry County. Bates County, you are out of any warnings right now. Cass County, you're out of all warnings right now. So St. Clair County, the area of rotation that the tornado warning was issued for has moved off to your east. However, you have another line of storm to your west that is going to be moving in, showing some signs that, I mean, again, all along the leading edge of this line, we're seeing rotation. This is a very strong cold front, so that's the reason why we're under a tornado watch. So along B Highway, again, east of Rockville, be watching this area very closely. Up here in Henry County, not as impressive, but still we're keeping a very close eye on the leading edge of this cell as it's coming up into Henry County. The center of rotation right now looks like it's going to be coming up. Let me switch my radar, get a little better feel of this. On the south side of Warsaw right now, looks like Cold Springs, Whitakerville, coming up on White Branch. You guys need to be still in your tornado safe spot for the next 33 minutes. Tornado warning, radar indicated. That's that cell we were just talking about a little bit ago. Long B there by Johnson City, Lucas Springs. AI picking up a little bit of rotation there as it's coming across, heading across chalk level. Along B Highway, kind of in that same path that the last cell took. So we'll be keeping a close eye on that. So Lowry City, Osceola, you guys are good to go from the first cell. You have another one coming up on the west of you that you're going to need to be paying very close attention to over the next few minutes. Again, for the town of Clinton, we got some strong winds moving in to the city of Clinton, Deepwater, Brownington. Right now, not seeing anything too imminent. We are under that severe thunderstorm warning, tornado possible tag for the next 17 minutes. Right now, not seeing anything too imminent in Henry County. We go down to St. Clair County, and again, we're seeing a couple areas of rotation along B Highway, that heads over to Osceola. So in between Larry City, Osceola, you're going to see that tornado warning drop here in a minute. But you need to be paying attention. Another cell coming in on your west side. Looks like center of rotation is right around Whitakerville on 83. And it's going to be moving across 65 Highway. Look like just south of White Branch in Benton County. Probably some very strong winds that's going to be coming into Deepwater and Brownington with this little Boeing segment right here. And again, we did lose everything here at the courthouse momentarily. We lost the internet. We also lost power, I believe. Everything flickered. We got back up and going again, and got the string back fired up. We do have backup power, backup internet here at the courthouse. So yeah, very strong winds. That's going to be. We're gonna have to really watch this segment. This is going to be along 13 Highway from Deepwater down to Brownington down to Larry City. This is kind of the segment we need to be watching right here for, at the very least, 70, 75 mile per hour winds. Yeah, that's right along that little Boeing segment right here. So center of circulation in Benton County right now, crossing 65 Highway, just south of Warsaw, just south of White Branch. Now this is still radar indicated, nothing's been confirmed that there is a tornado. It had a history of producing a tornado warning and strong circulation all the way over into St. Clair County. We have very strong winds here from a line from Deepwater down to Brownington, down to Chloe and Larry City. That's going to be coming into your area.
Jonathan Kirk said he's watching it.
Okay, good. So again, as this line of storms moves across southern Henry County, we need to be paying very close attention to this cell. It just increased a little bit just now. So again, we need to be watching this very closely, especially if you live in the Deepwater, Brownington, Larry City area along Z Highway. We need to be paying very close attention to this. So Benton County, they have a new tornado warning still ongoing for this circulation that just crossed 65. This is going to include Lakeview Heights. So Barb, if you're watching, this tornado warning does include you in Lakeview Heights. It includes Edmondson, Majorville, Hilda, and along H Highway. H Highway runs from Lincoln all the way down through Edmondson to Lakeview Heights. If you live along that area, you need to go ahead and take your tornado precaution for the next 27 minutes. Severe thunderstorm warning, tornado possible tag for Henry County. We have an area of very strong winds getting ready to come into Deepwater, Brownington, along F Highway. F Highway cuts south off of 52 there. So very strong winds. We can be talking 60, 70, 80 mile per hour, and it seems like it continues to increase with every refresh. So again, southern Henry County, you guys need to be paying very close attention to this. City of Clinton, we're getting some strong straight line winds right now, I believe. No circulations to worry about here in the town of Clinton. We're kind of watching this area of very strong winds. Sometimes you could very quickly have a spin up in situations like this when you have warm moist air being fed into this line of storms, and you have 70-80 mile per hour winds already at the surface. Sometimes you can get a very quick fast spin up, so we're paying close attention to this right now. And of course, over here in Benton County, we still have an ongoing tornado warning for the next 26 minutes. This is going to be heading directly along H Highway and Lakeview Heights. Edmondson, mainly rural areas, but there's a lot of homes out there along B Highway that comes south out of Coal Camp, Lakeview Heights. That's where this center of circulation is heading to. I'm going to switch this back over to regular radar for a second. And again, we've got two Boeing segments right now, from one from Clinton down to Roscoe, and another one from Shell City down to Brenall in Vernon County, producing up to 60-70 mile per hour winds. This one here in Henry County and northern St. Clair County, we're watching very closely for very strong straight line winds. Looks like this is going to be coming right across 13 Highway right now. So this is actually going to be winds coming from the west to the east. It's going to be crosswinds to 13 Highway. If you are driving along 13 Highway, you could very easily lose control of your vehicle, as winds in excess of 70 miles per hour are possible along 13 Highway right now. Okay, we possibly have, let's look at this here real quick. I'm going to switch back over to Springfield, maybe get a little bit better view here. Going to jump over here to CC. Nothing there.
Tornado warning coming for southern Henry County.
Okay, so we have a new tornado warning, southern Henry County, guys. So let me jump back up here. Southern Henry County does not include the town of Clinton. This is going to include Deepwater, Brownington. So all the towns there in southern Henry County, southeast Henry County. This is going to include Deepwater, Brownington, Mount Zion, Finey, Gain, Tightwad, Cole. James, if you're watching, this includes you. This is going to include Sparrowfoot. So the Goth resident down there at Sparrowfoot Access, this includes you. Racket, Teal Bend. Go ahead and include yourself in on this. Okay, so let's go ahead and read what it says here. Southeastern Henry County, severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado located near Deepwater, 9 miles south of Clinton, moving east at 60 miles per hour. This will impact the towns of Deepwater, Cole, Brownington, Tightwad, and the Truman Lake area. And again, the sirens for the city of Clinton will not be going off. The sirens for Calhoun will not be going off. You are not in the path of this tornado. But looks like this is going to be coming right through the town of Brownington. Right through the town of Brownington. Alan, if you are watching, hopefully you guys have been watching the stream all night. Hopefully you're in a safe spot right now. All right, so Deepwater, Brownington, Mount Zion, Gaines, Tightwad, Cole, Finey. You guys are under the gun here for the next 21 minutes tornado warning. We come back over here. 21-minute tornado warning for Benton County. This is going to be heading right up toward Lakeview Heights, rather rural area along H and B Highway. This will continue over toward Zora. Anybody in this area needs to be taking their tornado precautions underground. Same way with southern Henry County right now. It'll look like right over the town of Brownington right now. What do we got?
He's just now telling the sheriff's office.
All right, guys. So let's go back to regular radar. Let's do a little recap here. I know the radar looks messy. It's we've got lots of showers and thunderstorms behind it. Give me just a second. I am going to clear some of the lighter stuff off of radar. Now, the lighter stuff is off radar right now, but I want to kind of pinpoint where the trouble areas are. So we have a new, alright, so we have, that's a new tornado warning for Benton County. So a new tornado warning for Benton County for the next 34 minutes. Central Benton County, severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado located 8 miles east of Deepwater, 10 miles southeast of Clinton, moving east at 55. Tornado quarter-size hail. So this is going to include nearly all of Benton County. Warsaw, Lincoln, Cocamp. We have another tornado warning on the southeast corner of Benton County, including Lakeview Heights and Edmondson. So everybody basically in Benton County needs to be in their tornado safe spot right now. And again, as this continues to move to the east, it's going to get harder and harder because we get further and further away from both Springfield and Pleasant Hill radar sites to be able to pinpoint exactly where these circulations are at. But again, we have tornado warning for the next 18 minutes for southeast Henry County. This is going to include Deepwater, Brownington, Mount Zion, Finey, Gaines, Tightwad. We also have another tornado warning that is going to cover Racket, Teal Bend, Max Camp, Lincoln, Cocamp Junction, Cocamp, Crockerville, all the way down to Lakeview Heights, Whitakerville, Majorville. That's because Clinton is not under a warning, Lexi. And again, Clinton is not in this warning. You will only be in this warning if you're in the red polygon. Clinton is not in the red polygon, therefore we will not hear the sirens here in Clinton. Okay, so let's go ahead and I am going to switch this back over to and pick up a few things here. So again, 17 minutes tornado warning, southeast Henry County, Leesville, Tightwad, Finey. Really tough to see where that rotation is right now, but nonetheless, very strong winds ahead of this thing. Looks like this is going to be heading along 7 Highway toward Tightwad, down to Finey. You guys look like you guys are the next ones in line here. So very strong winds. This entire area from Leesville, Tightwad, and Finey. You guys need to be in your tornado safe spot. We're going to jump over to Pleasant Hill. And again, this is very strong winds, guys, nonetheless. Z Highway, you guys down by Snyder's Corner, you guys are getting hit with 80-mile-per-hour winds at the very least. You're still under a tornado warning, heading toward Tightwad, moving across the county line into Benton County. So Leesville, Tightwad, Brownington, Deepwater, you've been released from the tornado warning. But Brownington, Mount Zion, Finey, Tightwad, Cole, Racket, Teal Bend, Opportunity Farms, Max Camp, Warsaw, Lincoln, Cole Camp, Lakeview Heights, Zora. You guys are all in a tornado warning, need to be in your tornado safe spot. Yes, Warsaw is in a tornado warning right now. City of Warsaw is in a tornado warning. Actually, Warsaw is in 2 tornado warnings right now. But yes, you need to be in your tornado safe spot if you live in Warsaw, Lincoln. Hopefully you already are. In Cole, you're probably picking up some strong winds right now. Jamer, that's down in your neck of the woods, probably picking up 60-mile-per-hour winds at the least. Tightwad, Leesville, Finey. And again, as far as like a circulation, it's really tough to see. The possibility of one near Tightwad right now at the corner of PP and Tightwad. We got a new tornado warning. This is going to be for, let's read it. Northeastern Hickory, Southern Benton, Northeastern St. Clair County. Severe thunderstorms capable of producing both tornadoes and extensive straight-line winds located 8 miles east of Larry City, 11 miles southwest of Warsaw, moving east at 55 miles per hour. So basically this entire line right here, guys. So let me get my pen out. Leesville, Tightwad, all the way down to H Road Bartle Scout Reservation. Right along this line. You guys see where that is? That is where they have issued this tornado warning for points along here and east. For these things, there's so many little rotations. They're just encompassing all this area. Take your tornado safe spot. Go to your basement. Strong straight line winds, 60, 70, 80 miles per hour is approaching this area. This cell is getting so far away from the radar sites, it's getting harder and harder to depict in Benton County. So we basically have to go off of what the National Weather Service is saying right now. And of course, basically all of Benton County under a tornado warning right now, as well as the far southeast corner of Henry County and the northern half of St. Clair County. This is going to include along C Highway, down around Bears Den, over to H. Road Bartle Scout Reservation, Iconium, Fox Run, all the way over into Benton County, mainly rural areas, Wisdom, along ZZ Highway, over to 83. But again, it's getting so far away from the radar sites, it's getting harder and harder. There is no EF rating on any kind of tornado till after the fact, Autumn. It does not measure wind speeds. The tornado scale does not measure wind speeds. It measures damage. So again, we've got very strong winds from Atro Bartle all the way up to Tackner, Racket, Tightwad, Leesville, up to Roseland, right along PP Highway, along Z Highway. And again, when you get winds this strong, all it takes is somebody to sneeze, and you can create a little bit of a rotation, a little bit of spin in the atmosphere, and can produce a very short-lived tornado. We still have a tornado warning for southeast Henry County, all of Benton County. We're calling it all of Benton County, and the northeast half of St. Clair County. We had Josh Avers. He is in Osceola, St. Clair County right now. He is with 417 Chasers, part of Midwest Mezzo. He is traveling along 13 Highway up toward Larry City right now. So, City of Warsaw. You want to make sure everybody that's in the City of Warsaw right now, make sure you guys are in your tornado safe spot. You're under a tornado warning, but we've got very strong winds that's heading your direction, and maybe a little bit of rotation heading into the town of Warsaw right now. Tally Bend near Iconium report pea-sized hail power outages reported by Iconium Fire. So again, if you're in Warsaw, you need to make sure that you are in your tornado safe spot. And again, very strong winds heading your way, 70 mile per hour, and a little bit of rotation right here coming into the town of Warsaw. Leesville, Tightwad, Racket, Teal Bend, you guys are still getting some probably close to 60, maybe 70 mile per hour winds. Yeah, definitely Warsaw, White Branch, Whitakerville, along 65 Highway, Opportunity Farm, Tackner, all along 7 Highway there. You guys need to be in your tornado safe spot. There's some intense winds going on here, and maybe even a little bit of rotation with it. So they did go ahead and let the tornado warning expire for Henry County, for the southeastern part of Henry County. That has been allowed to expire. We will see this go off the screen here momentarily. Got water over the road on K Highway?
Z Highway.
On Z Highway.
Trees on the highway also.
Trees?
Yeah, he's reporting a couple of trees down there.
We do have trees in the roadways on Z Highway, and of course we know that area very, very well. Down around Mount Zion, Snyder's Corner. Again, City of Warsaw, as well as Racket, Teal Bend. Unfortunately, there's some very, very strong winds heading up your direction. Whatever they're saying, you need to be typing up on.
It's Benton County. They're talking about Benton County.
Okay. So yes, it is coming. Okay, we have a new tornado warning, guys. This is going to be for the rest of Benton County that's left. So again, this is for this solid line of 70, 80 mile per hour winds from Leesville, Tightwad, Warsaw, and the new one is going to go all the way down 83 K Highway down near Bentonville, Fristow, Edwards, Nobby, Walker's Corner. If you're in this area, you need to be in your tornado safe spot now. Let's go ahead and read what it says from the National Weather Service. A severe squall line capable of producing tornadoes and extensive straight line wind damage was located near Warsaw, moving east of 55. Truman Lake, Warsaw, Nobby, Edwards, Lakeview Heights, Hastane, Fristow, Zora, Whitakerville. You guys are all in the path of this cell. So again, we've got intense winds coming into Warsaw. Radar picking up between 85 and 95 mile per hour winds. So we will likely see at least some tree damage here in the Warsaw area. Go ahead and put this back on reflectivity. So Johnson County, Cass County, Bates County, and probably here in about 10 minutes, Henry County. We're gonna be done with the severe threat for the night. You can definitely see the temperature changes from 80 degrees in Osage Beach to 59 up just west of Kansas City. So the cold front definitely moved through most of the area now. We got 64 degrees at Clinton Municipal Airport. Yeah, be interesting to see what is happening in Warsaw. National Weather Service was seeing the same thing as I was here about 10 minutes ago. And again, this is we got a new tornado warning for Benton County. So it remains in effect. Located near Warsaw, moving east at 55. So again, Warsaw probably likely to see some damage out of this, at least some tree damage. South side of Lincoln. Let's take a look at this here real quick. So yeah, we have another little area of rotation just south of Lincoln. This is going to be along 65 highway, and then we've got some intense stuff here. Off the chart. We have got still a tornado warning that is still ongoing for Benton County, all of Benton County. This is going to include Fristow, Edwards, Bentonville, of course, Warsaw. You guys are getting intense winds right now in Warsaw, White Branch, all the way up 65 to Lincoln. Extremely strong winds. This is going to be heading over toward Lakeview Heights, Edmondson, and Coal Camp. You guys might stay just north of the strongest of the winds here. But again, going over toward Morgan County, you guys need to be ready. This line of storms is going to be moving into your area. Morgan County, you guys are under a tornado watch. And again, you guys are likely going to see more of the same here over probably in the next 30-45 minutes. White Branch area is out of power. Strong indication of a tornado just east of Warsaw. Will move east northeast away from town. So strong rotation. Probably this area right here along BB Highway heading up toward H and Edmondson right now. Thank you. No sirens in Brownington. So again, a huge pocket, a huge swath of very strong wind from Lincoln to Warsaw, down 65 to near Fristo. We still have tornado warning for basically the entire county of Benton. And this is going to include down Bentonville, Fristo, Edwards, all the way up through Lakeview Heights, Edmondson, Lincoln, Max Camp, up to Coal Camp and Coal Camp Junction. So right through the center part of Benton County right now, you guys are getting hammered with 60 to 80 mile per hour winds and possibility of a couple brief spin up tornadoes along this line as well. This is a really gnarly windbag right here. Okay, I'm going to switch this over to reflectivity here real quick. And again, you guys see where this line of storm is. Sedalia, Warrensburg, Clinton, Henry County, Bates County, Cass County, up to Lafayette County, Higginsville, Concordia, Lexington, Kansas City area. Severe threat is done for the night for you guys. Okay, so the severe threat has moved off east of Sedalia, down toward Coal Camp, Benton County, Lincoln, Warsaw, down to Fristo, and then eventually down toward the Wablo, Hermitage, Cross Timbers area here over the next 30 minutes. So tornado warning still ongoing for the next 12 minutes for Benton County. This is going to include Lincoln, Coal Camp, Warsaw, Fristo, Edwards, Walker's Corner, Tackner, Max Camp, Zora, Lakeview Heights. So make sure you guys still remain in your safe spot, as we have very, very strong winds at the very least, in excess of 60, 70 miles per hour. Corrine said the entirety of Larry City power is out. Larry City Fire Department parading the streets with lights and sirens, along with St. Clair County Sheriffs. Thanks, Carrie. So again, our director with emergency management for the county of Henry is here by my side tonight. We did look like apparently we lost power and internet here at the courthouse. Came back on. We have emergency power, emergency backup internet. We had to reset the stream. Hopefully I think we were only down for about 4 minutes or so. So hopefully you guys were able to jump back on. On top of all the wind coming through Benton County right now, also issued a flash flood warning for Benton County because of all the intense rainfall that has been ongoing there in Benton County. That's just some major rain from Coe Camp down through Lincoln, Warsaw, down to Climax Springs. Jump back over here to so there's several little areas of rotation, and again we have a tornado warning for Benton County. At the very least, very, very strong winds. There are several little areas, little pockets of rotation. This whole thing, this whole line has wind shear with it, so it's all rotating, and it could very quickly spin up a tornado along the leading edge of this line, coming in the middle of Benton County, moving over to Morgan, and let's say that'd be northern Camden County. That will be Greenview, Lynn Creek. They went ahead and issued that tornado warning, and again, that's going to be for Morgan County. They're going to be the next ones in line of this big wind bag that has a history of producing little spin-ups along the way, plus 60, 70, maybe even 80 mile per hour winds. So they went ahead and put a tornado warning out for the next 38 minutes. And this is going to be for eastern Benton, northwestern Miller, northwestern Camden, and all of Morgan County in central Missouri. Yes, Clinton is in the clear right now. People saying they got hit in Warsaw. It doesn't surprise me. There was probably minimum of 90 mile an hour winds coming through the city of Warsaw. So they are likely to have taken quite a bit of damage in Warsaw. Lakeview Heights, Lively, Edmondson, all the way down H to Lincoln. Very intense winds right now, 60, 70, maybe 80 mile per hour. And this is going to be heading over to Morgan County. A few little areas of rotation along the way. want to draw a line here real quick. So if you're north of this line, that's going to include Sedalia, Warrensburg, Clinton, Rich Hill, Butler, Adrian, Harrisonville, Lee Summit. If you're along that line and to the north, you guys are done with the severe threat for tonight. The main severe threat is going to be south of this red line I just drew.
Power lines down near Coal Tire, or the tire, and then damage at the Leesville School, blew the sign off, blew some doors open.
Trees down by Cole? Power lines. Power lines.
Yeah.
Had some power lines down here on C Highway. And looked like there was a little bit of damage. The Leesville School had a sounds like maybe a sign or blown over, and doors popped open there at the Leesville School. Yeah, Wheatland right now. You guys are getting gonna get hit with some torrential rainfall. No warning out for you right now there in Wheatland. No warnings outside of this area here in Benton County and Morgan County. We're going to take a look at power outages here real quick. We've got a lot of power outages right now. Evergy reporting over 11,000 people without power. We've got a bunch in Warsaw. We got power outages everywhere around Warsaw right now. So again, I think Warsaw got hit pretty good tonight. We also have down near Brownington, 735 people without power. Down around the Brownington, Larry City, Deepwater area. St. Clair County has 388 people out. Looks like that's going to be mainly along, what is that, H Highway in western St. Clair. So a lot of power outages tonight. So we have tornado warnings still ongoing for the county of Benton, as well as Morgan, and then we have this little sliver up here near Climax Springs of Camden County. It looked like the bulk of this right now is in Morgan County. We have very strong winds in Morgan County still. 60, 70, 80 miles per hour. and a lot of rain with this, guys. I know I mentioned it a couple times. This line of storms producing 2 to 2.5 inches of rain average per hour. There are flood advisories, flash flood warnings out all across west central Missouri. If you are going to be getting out tonight, make sure that you pay attention to the roadways, and remember, if there's water over the road, do not cross it. Turn around, don't drown. Let's go ahead and let's go back to regular radar here for a second. Let's draw another all clear line. So if you are along or north of this line, you're good to go for the night. Severe threat is ended. That includes Sedalia, Cole Camp, Lincoln, Warsaw, Lowry City, Osceola, Appleton City, Clinton, Warrensburg, Harrisonville, Butler, Rich Hill. You guys are your severe threat is done for the night, but you have to remember that we're going to be seeing a lot of water over the roadways. A lot of low water bridges are going to have water coming across it. Do not cross if there's water over the road. We have a new tornado warning that has just been issued. This is going to be for central Missouri. And this is going to be, still remain in effect. They've updated it. Northwestern Miller, Northwestern Camden, and Morgan counties. Squall line producing tornadoes, extensive straight line wind damage 8 miles south of Stover or 9 miles southwest of Versailles, moving east at 65. So they just extended it out just a little bit, and again, Benton County, you've been relieved of that tornado warning. You guys are good to go for the night in Benton County. You're just going to have probably a lot of cleanup going on in and around Warsaw area. So Versailles, Stover, Gravois Mills, Village of the Four Seasons, Bagnell, Sunrise Beach, Laurie, Eldon. You guys are going to be getting this brunt of these strong straight line winds, possible spin up tornadoes is going to be heading your way. Tornado warning for the next 28 minutes for your area. Now that we have the warnings off the board, let's draw another all clear line. Basically, all of west central Missouri is likely done for the night for severe weather. We'll still likely get some rain, some thunderstorms, probably for the next hour and a half, 2 hours. That's what I'm expecting because we have some little pop-up showers and thunderstorms, but they are not going to be severe. We are now behind the cold front. So they're just going to be elevated stuff. They're not going to be tied into that rich, moist, warm air that's going to fuel these strong thunderstorms. Notice some of these cells out here in southeastern Kansas. They're moving northeast up into Vernon and Bates County, Henry County, and we're going to get a few more thunderstorms, but our severe threat is not going to be there because we've really cooled down. We're 63 degrees in Harrisonville, 61 in Warrensburg right now. 57 in Lawrence. It's going to be chilly in the morning, guys. It will be chilly. Oof. It's been a long week, everybody. It's time for everybody to get a break. Hearing anything?
All good in the neighborhood.
So we do have a lot of damage reports coming in through the National Weather Service here throughout west central Missouri, Kansas City area. We'll likely continue to see more damage assessments here over the next couple 3 hours. If you live over near Gravois Mills, there's a pretty good little circulation over here in between Versailles and Gravois Mills. So if you have any friends and family over here, they're under a tornado warning. They should already be in their tornado safe spot. But if anybody is listening to the stream in this area, there is a little bit of a tightening of circulation up here in between Versailles and Gravois Mills. We have not heard much news coming out of Warsaw. Yeah, so there is a very, very strong line of storms that's moving into the Versailles area. Gravois Mills. Take a look here at wind speeds. Oh yeah, very strong winds. Gravois Mills up to Versailles. Probably 80 to 90 mile per hour winds. There's 95.1, but we are far away from the radar site. Not all of that is actually reaching the surface, but that's a pretty good indicator. They're getting probably at least 60, 70, maybe even up to 80 mile per hour winds along 5 highway in between Versailles and Gravois Mills. In Warsaw right now, power lines are down, trees were downed all over, multiple buildings severely damaged. Thanks for that report. Appreciate that. They kind of extended that tornado warning. I don't know if we have anybody in here. Maybe you have some friends and family, but they did put out a tornado warning for Boone, Callaway, Cole, and Manitou County. Pretty good little rotation down here. California, Russellville, Jeff City, Holt Summit, Ashland. But this looks to stay south of Columbia and Booneville. So again, very strong winds near Stover, Versailles, Gravois Mills. This is going to be over in Morgan County. Looks like this tornado warning is just north of Osage Beach. But still, very impressive couplet here along 5 Highway just north of Gravois Mills. You bet. Thanks for all the kind words, guys. Yes, Barb, you're good to go, Lakeview. There's still the wind's still blowing, but you're not in a tornado warning anymore. It is off to your east right now, Lakeview Heights. So as of right now, guys, all of West Central Missouri is basically, we are in good shape right now for our 8 counties. That's going to include Cass, Johnson, Pettis, Benton, St. Clair, Vernon, and Bates counties. We're in the clear from severe weather for the rest of the night tonight. And again, we've the strongest of this line of storms is now over in Morgan County, Stover, Versailles, Gravois Mills, down to Laurie. There's several little pockets of rotation. This is likely going to continue to move off to the east. Another tornado warning for Russellville, California, Holt Summit, Jefferson City. This line is a powerhouse along this front. It's going to continue to move off into central Missouri. And again, everybody, we are good to go here in West Central Missouri. All right, guys. So we couple closing remarks here. Think we did a great job. We are going to kind of continue probably the discussion on what was going on in St. Clair County tonight. National Weather Service, they said it was just a bad feed. We continue to monitor. Monitor that cell for 10-15 minutes, and it just kept continuing to show rotation, and then they went ahead and pulled the trigger. So it's something that proves that having such a great group as Subby's Weather Talk like this, where we can share information and get warnings out there. National Weather Service, they had their hands full tonight, guys. I mean, we were talking Pleasant Hill. They've got 3-4 meteorologists working a shift, and they're trying to cover 40 counties. So, same thing with Springfield. So they got their hands full. So at least we're able to kind of shrink that down, kind of hyper local, kind of keep our eye focused on our counties here in West Central Missouri. And again, I think that proved to get warnings out just a little bit quicker to you guys. And like I said, I'm a better safe than sorry guy. So tornado or severe thunderstorm warning with tornado possible tag, I'm going to tell you, treat it like a tornado warning. If I see rotation on the screen, better safe than sorry. Go ahead and take you and the family down into the basement for 20-25 minutes. It's not going to hurt. So, but we still have ongoing flooding concerns throughout the night tonight here in West Central Missouri. So please be careful if you're out driving the roadways. A lot of roads are underwater. Low water bridges are underwater, and there's a lot of ponding on the highways. So if you have to get out tonight, please be mindful of that, especially after dark tonight. So again, we've got West Central Missouri in the clear. We're going to have some flooding concerns, but Pettis County, as well as Benton County, St. Clair County, we've got Bates County, Cass County, Johnson County. Our severe threat is done for the night tonight. So if anybody that so many people are talking about that Lincoln sirens are going off, and Warsaw sirens going off, and Osceola sirens. There's no tornado warnings, guys. So we're not really 100% sure what we got going on there, but we are now behind the cold front, and so these thunderstorms aren't going to have any energy to be able to do anything else for tonight. We'll likely see some thunder showers, some light rain continue for the next couple hours, and then hopefully this mess is going to be behind us sometime after 9 o'clock tonight. So I don't know, Norma. You'll have to contact your emergency management department, I guess. There's nothing in Warsaw, so I don't know why the sirens are going off for Benton County, for Lincoln and Warsaw. They're not under any kind of warning, and just light rain that's going on in Benton County. So I would try to maybe call the sheriff's department, call 911, find out how come the sirens are sounding again, but they should not be sounding right now. Yeah, Versailles over here in the Morgan County. This is the line that caused the damage in Warsaw, that created numerous tornado warnings throughout the evening. It's all the way over here near Tipton, Eldon, Village of the Four Seasons, Osage Beach, and packing some very strong winds, 80, 90 miles per hour. Tornado warnings out from California to Jeff City, all the way down to Gravois Mills, Eldon, Laurie, and Osage Beach. So still going to be an active night as you continue to have this Boeing segment push off to the east. Versailles and Gravois Mills, you are behind the strongest of the winds right now. You're probably getting torrential rains, but the strongest of the winds and the threat has now moved off to your east in Versailles, Gravois Mills, and Stover. Yes, Sedalia's in the clear for tonight, Jaylee. Yes, Edward's in the clear. Guys, I'm going to tell you one more time that if you live in West Central Missouri, you guys can go to bed. Or go a night out on the town. It's only 8 o'clock. It feels like 1 o'clock in the morning for me. I'm about to lose my voice and feels like I've been here for the last 48 hours. So we're going to see some thunderstorms move up into the area. There'll be a couple lightning bolts, a couple thunders, but the severe weather is done for our area for tonight. And that's going to include if you know what county you live in, if I call it, then you're good to go in Benton, Pettis, Johnson, Henry, St. Clair, Bates, and Cass counties. You guys are good to go for the rest of the night. We're still likely going to see some showers and thunder showers, but we are behind the cold front. The threat for severe weather is nearly non-existent now. I don't think so. I don't think next week. The LRC been projecting. The LRC projected all of our severe weather events that we've had so far, clear back in Christmas. It's also the next date that the LRC is showing is right around the 28th, the end of the month, into the first couple days of May. Looks like it's going to be our next thread of significant severe weather. I think the system coming in next week is going to have a hard time finding enough energy for severe weather for next week. But we're still a week away. I don't want to think about that right now. Mark, will you answer this? Matt Noakes, St. Clair County.
Down in St. Clair County. I will have to thank you. He wanted to see if you would tell everybody that St. Clair County, all the roads are underwater. Expect water no matter where you go.
Really?
Yeah.
So, so we just got a call from Matt Noakes. He is commissioner for St. Clair County. Just wanted to warn everybody that if you're out in St. Clair County, all the roads are covered in water. So they've got a heck of a mess down in St. Clair County. A lot of roads being underwater. They are under a flash flood warning, of course, for the next 5 hours. But we still have a lot of people in our stream, and he wanted to make sure that we got out that if you're traveling in St. Clair County, there's water over the roads everywhere in St. Clair County. So Central Missouri, since we are gonna end this live stream here momentarily. Those of you over here in the Springfield to Columbia Jeff City way, I don't necessarily cover that area. There's there is a couple of social media streams they cover nationwide. As far as being hyper local, about the only one that covers part of that area is going to be actually one of the gentlemen from the LRC Weather 2020, and that's Doug Hetty. And you can look him up on Facebook and or you can look him up on YouTube. He covers Joplin over to I think Waynesville up to Jeff City area, and then over onto the Oklahoma and Kansas side. So as far as doing kind of what we do here hyper locally, where we kind of cover 8 to 10 counties, there's not anybody that I know of offhand that does that, other than local TV stations you can look up on Facebook, like the Columbia Jeff City stations. Most TV stations now are kind of having a kind of a segment on Facebook now where they go live, so you might want to check there. Yeah, Doug Hetty has an app as well. So me, Doug Hetty, and as well as Gary Lezak, we are part of the Weather 2020 LRC. So very, very good guy. Doug Hetty was also the one that was on air during the big Joplin tornado. If you guys have not seen the documentary on Netflix on the Joplin tornado, he gets interviewed in that documentary. So definitely encourage you to check that out. So again, let's draw one more line, and then we're going to end this live stream for tonight. So this is the night line, if you want to call it that. So basically, if you live behind this line, the severe threat is over for you, and of course that's going to include Marshall, Sedalia, Versailles, Coal Camp, Lincoln, Marshall, Cross Timbers, Hermitage, Wablo, Humansville, El Dorado Springs, Osceola, Clinton, Nevada. You're getting a thunderstorm right now, but the threat of severe weather is pretty much gone for Vernon County as well. Butler, Adrian, Garden City, up to Harrisonville, and of course up in the KC metro area. Severe threat is gone for the rest of the night. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and call this a wrap. Go grab some dinner. We've been, and again, we had a little bit of a hiccup. We had some power loss as well as internet loss tonight. We were able to get that back up on our backup power, backup internet. We were able to continue our coverage. Unfortunately, that happened at the most inopportune time when we had our first 2 tornado warnings here in west central Missouri, but we were able to recover, get back, and get those warnings out to everybody. So anybody has any questions, again, please feel free to reach out. I'm going to continue to kind of watch this line for a little while. We do have some, being Friday night, I know there's some activities going on in Columbia and Jeff City that some of our area school kids are at. I do know they're holding everybody up in Jeff City right now, not letting anybody leave, and they're taking cover all throughout Jefferson City right now. So they're in pretty good hands. National Weather Service is directly involved in that, and their emergency manager also from Jeff City. I've been watching him in the chat. They're making sure all the kids are safe. So again, if anybody has any questions, you guys holler at me. And I know there's a lot of power outages. Hopefully you guys prepared for this. This is something that's going to happen with strong straight line winds. We checked on power outages. There's several thousand people without power throughout west central Missouri. So, try to stay safe, and remember, water's likely going to be going over the roads tonight. We got flash flood concerns all throughout west central Missouri, and hopefully you guys won't be hearing me for at least the next 3, 4, 5 days. So everybody have a fantastic rest of your night, and we'll be talking to you soon.